Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm back with another apartment renovation. I'm renovating 131221 Chic Street in the Fashion District of San Myshuno. And this is going to be a light academia inspired apartment. I've been doing some more like aesthetic inspired apartments recently. And one that I've done in the past was dark academia. And I recently had a suggestion to tackle light academia. So that is what we are doing today. If you're not familiar with this aesthetic, it is very similar to dark academia, but with light colors. Basically, it has an interest in literature, music, art, history, and learning, and it focuses on optimism, sensitivity, joy, gratitude, friendship, motivation, happy endings, and has like a color scheme that consists of beige, creams, light browns, whites, dim shades, and like basically really cozy, comforting colors with a focus on books. It kind of leans a little vintage looking to me with a lot of gold frames and collages of artwork and greenery. I had so much fun playing around with this aesthetic. It was a little bit hard to find reference imagery and information on it as it is a newer aesthetic. I believe it was created in the 2010s at some point, but it was really fun, and I'm really enjoying trying new styles and aesthetics in The Sims, particularly in apartments. I know I recently posted a kidcore apartment, which was so much fun. So if you have any other aesthetic ideas you would like to suggest, please leave those in the comments because I would love to do some more of these. We are well into decorating the living room now, and as you can see, I have a ton of these bookcases from the book nook kit, kind of layering all over the living room and framing where the TV is. And speaking of which, it is a frame TV. So it looks like a piece of artwork, and I just wanted to have a lot of different textures going on in here. I love the muted color of that wallpaper I have behind the TV. I end up pulling that through in more parts of the house, or in more parts of the apartment, and I end up changing the swatch of this wallpaper as well to be more of a creamy color. I also particularly loved this lamp. I have always seen that as like an older lamp. I feel like I associate it with libraries. It's also a lamp I've seen in my grandmother's house. And when I was looking up pictures of both light and dark academia, that lamp was everywhere. So it had to be in this house. I also decided to change the floor, and I think that this texture on the floor just adds so much character to this space. And then I'm trying to get a bunch of pieces of artwork over here. I also end up grabbing this wreath. I'm going to be like kind of throwing it off to the side above the TV, but I do move it to be on the window a little bit later. I was just moving it out of the way so I could figure out some artwork over here, and I was glad that I did that because I think the art I chose just ended up looking so nice over here. I also got this clock, and it just looks very lived in, and I feel like I captured this aesthetic pretty well, but I'm going to have you let me know if you're more familiar with it. But regardless, I just think this was a really cozy apartment, and I did try to use these couches at first, which are from the Paranormal Stuff Pack. I think they are so comfy and cozy and do fit in here. They were just a little bit too bland. They're too white, and everything felt kind of like washed out. So I do end up swapping those out here in a little bit. Actually, for some other couches that are from the book nook kit that are super cozy and have blankets and pillows and stuff on them as well. So they have the same sort of vibe. I just felt like they fit a little bit better. And I've been using these couches a lot lately because they're my favorite. It's such a beautiful couch, and I feel like I always end up with a current favorite in the game. A couple of years ago, I would say the paranormal one was up there because it was new and cushions and blankets, but this is like the current favorite, and I can't stop using it. But anyway, over here, I'm just moving some more artwork around. I also got some really big vases over here with some greenery and just like some decorative vases as well. That was something I was seeing a lot in references, and I thought it looked so pretty over here. The big one in the back that has greenery in it already is from Journey to Batu. And then these empty vases that I'm playing around with putting plants in are from the Jungle Adventure game pack. So I didn't end up keeping greenery in both of them, but I thought that those looked nice. And then I wanted to get an ottoman over here as well. And it's also more of that boucle material, much like the couches, to get that really cozy vibe. But I really think that this sim is very into studies as well as just like reading in general. They obviously have a lot of books. They're scattered throughout the entire apartment with a focus of them in the living room because I didn't want this space to feel messy either. It feels like everything has its space. They just own a lot of books and plants and sculptures and all of that. And it just seems like such a happy, cozy, comfortable space to be. So hopefully that comes across. Anyway, I just added a candle over here. I'm using that shelf that you will have seen me just put in the other room. That is a modular piece from the Dream Home Decorator pack, and it has more slots on it and can hold bigger items, and it helps you just to place things. There's a red shelf you can download that does the same thing. I haven't used it in a while, but there's an in-game option, and it just helps me place things so that they're not floating if you use the 9 and 0 keys. But anyway, we're moving on into the kitchen now. I used these beautiful cabinets, or countertops, I should say, from the Realm of Magic pack. And then the upper head cabinets are from Parenthood, because the Realm of Magic pack ones do not have an upper cabinet, which is really weird and unfortunate. But luckily, the wood swatch on these is pretty similar, so I liked how that came out. And then I got a different wood swatch for our table and chairs. I thought like mixing some woods in here would look really nice, and so that is what I ended up doing. And I brought that wallpaper over into the kitchen as well. It's just such a beautiful wallpaper, so I was pretty happy with it. That one is from Cottage Living, and I just love floral wallpapers like that. They are so stunning, and it really fit in with the muted colors I was seeing, where if there were colors involved, they were very like toned down like this. So I quite liked that. And then I should just be getting a couple of other decorations in the kitchen. We have these little canisters over in the corner. I'm going to be getting another plant on the table, and there's actually going to be a trash can over in the corner by the windows, and I believe I added another bookcase in here as well, but like a closed bookcase that had some more closed storage. I just thought it looked nice, and I felt like it needed something over in that corner by the fridge, but I didn't really want to put just another plant. But anyway, this is the desk area I have kind of tucked in the hallway space. We're going to be working on that now. This desk is from Base Game, so the texture isn't as nice, but it had the right vibes I wanted of like this older desk. There's all sorts of like notes pinned up all over it, lots of piles of books, and I of course added some more decor to it to make it look a little bit more cluttered and used. So I added another one of those lamps. We get some more books behind the computer, which I put down like a typewriter computer because I just thought it would look really nice here. And what else did I put up here? I feel like there's something else I put on the other side. But I really like how this office space came out. It's just like a little nook in the hallway, but it looks so pretty. Oh, I also put these stacked books that are from the Book Nook kit and layered them to make it a little bit taller and put a plant on top of it. I thought that was a nice touch. I really want to get some of those floating bookshelves for my office. I'm thinking about ordering some of those soon because I've been very slowly getting back into reading over this past year. And by very slowly, I hadn't read anything in years. And I had a very optimistic view of how much reading I would get done this year. I said I was going to read a book a month. So I was going to read 12 books this year. Well, it's November and I have read 2.5 books. So I really want to catch up on that. I have bought so many that I really want to read, and I have more on my list that I would like to get and read. I just haven't found the time to do it yet, but I would like to display some of those. So yeah, if you have any reading suggestions you think I would like, you can leave those in the comments as well. I'm hoping to find some time after the holidays, like between Christmas and New Year's, to, relax and maybe read a little bit. We shall see, but anyway, this is the bedroom space. I used this bed from Eco Lifestyle, and I covered up some of the cushions with these new cushions that we got from the Modern Luxe kit. I just think it tones down the bedroom and makes it a little bit cozier. This is one of my favorite beds in the game anyway, but I really enjoyed just messing around a little bit with the cushions. And I got another gallery wall in here that brings in a lot of golds and browns, and it just felt right and super cozy. So yeah, let me know what you think of this build. If you think that I achieved the light academia aesthetic or not. It's a new one for me. I've been, very recently introduced to a lot of these different interior design aesthetics, and it's been really fun. But I'm always worried that I'm going to get it wrong, but at least I can say, it was inspired by that aesthetic. That's always what I say going into these videos. And regardless, it allowed me to try something a little bit different and have a more clear idea in my head when I was going for decorating instead of just kind of randomly decorating, which I do a lot in my builds because I just like to be inspired by what I start placing down instead of having like a specific design in mind. But I also really enjoy doing this. So anyway, I brought this same side table into the bedroom that I used in the living room. That one's from Jungle Adventure. I thought it was really pretty. And then I was trying to figure out what rug to put down in here, and I believe I ended up keeping that one in the end, although for some reason I feel like I might have switched it out at the end. But the one under the bed right now is from the Laundry Day stuff pack, I want to say. No. It's from Tiny Living. I knew it was from a stuff pack. And then this is going to be the bathroom. It's pretty simple. I have the base game shower tub combo in here. I brought in the same countertops that I have in the kitchen space. And I have double vanities and mirrors, and it just looks so pretty. I really like this, especially with the beautiful wallpaper. I love this wallpaper. So using it a lot in this apartment was very nice. And then of course I need to add a toilet in here and just a couple other decorations. I believe I get a painting over the toilet. We end up getting a plant over in the corner, and of course toilet paper. It's not necessary in the Sims because it's just an item. They don't actually use it, but it's still nice. It makes the space feel more finished. So there's the plant over there, and then we're swapping out that rug for this one from the Werewolves pack and getting a couple more clutter items in here. And I believe a bath mat in the bathroom, and then we should be heading on into screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so very much for watching. Please enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.